What is up, guys? It's your boy Nathan. It's your boy Nathan. Last away game of the season. Last away game of the season. How's everyone doing? Ah, it's going to be a long game today. Long game today. Thank you. Thank you for what? Hello. What are you? Oh, don't do it, Aditya. I know what you're going to say. Don't say it. Just leave it. Don't. I don't want to hear it. I knew it. I don't have any words. Hello, hello. I don't have any words for that, unfortunately. Just disappointment. Hey, Twalamba, good evening. How are we feeling? I can't lie, Twalamba. Don't really care. I can't. I can't lie. Magic cooks becomes, and I keep. See, the thing is, you know what's so funny about that statement? That statement is nothing except for the fact that I know ball, Aditya, because I said it 2 years ago when he was playing in a preseason friendly. The only thing that's going to do is make people realize that I know ball because I was going on about it when it wasn't popular. So if Alvaro Fernandez does well for Real Madrid, it's not a shame on me. I'll tell you that much right now. So no shame on me whatsoever. I will feel nothing. I will feel zero. I'll be very happy for him personally. That's all I can do. Halftime, Villa Spurs. Bro, Villa's bottling it. Can you imagine if Villa bottles it? They got to play us next week. Can you imagine if somehow Nottingham Forest still finish fourth? It'll be hilarious. Dude, if we beat Chelsea today, this is exactly like winning the FA Cup last season where we forced Chelsea to play a Conference League. Here we go. Ahmad, here we go. Mazraoui, lays it back off for Diallo. Fernandez with a cross. Ooh. Oh, what a ball by Fernandes. Straight up. Look at that. Do like, share, and subscribe, guys. Definitely share the video, please. We're creeping close to 1700 subscribers now. Oh, long ball? Oh no, Madueke keeps it in. Cucurella clears. Ooh, try to early cross it into the attack. There we go. Fernandez. At least the fraud is still around. Just got he's kind of the right back Luke Shaw, isn't he? Just a lot of injuries. I mean, except for the fact. God, ball went over. I don't know if he was on or not, but what a ball by Cole Palmer. What a ball by Cole Palmer. Ran past everybody there. Oh, he was definitely on, and Mazraoui was definitely nowhere near him. What a ball. Misses Maguire's head as well. Shins it, thank God. Excuse me. Mazraoui is looking a little rough right now. Gordon Kunku might go. I mean, clearly he does. Maresca doesn't want him. They play him for the Conference League matches. I think that says what it needs to say. Without actually saying it. Great hold up there by Hoyland. Bruno wings it. What a ball to Patrick Dorgu. Come on. Mount. Oh, he's getting boost still in Stamford Bridge. That's a shame. Maguire goes long. Dorgu chests it down, takes it well. Tries to feed it through. Oh, bad touch there by Madueke. Victor Lindelof comes. Hello, Vedang. Hello, Biku. Good evening, everyone. Another great ball that to Dogu. Dogu's having a lot of space. They're not covering him. Cross comes in. Too much. Too much. Hairstyle's better. I just cut my hair, dude. It just gets hot. If it was up to me, I would just not cut my hair. Let it grow out. It just gets too hot. But that's really the only reason I cut my hair. Long ball in. Yes, Lindelof. My God, how weak is Madueke that Lindelof bullies him? Why are we playing Bruno today? Vedang, I mean, I wish I could give you a good enough answer apart from the fact that we are playing Bruno and Mount, which is actually quite worrying. Um, I wish I could give you a good enough answer, but what Ruben Amorim basically said is it's not good for the players to have such a big gap between games. So I assume he means the West Ham game to the Spurs game. So that's why some of our players are playing. The thing that is currently bothering me now is Amorim has basically admitted that Mazraoui is in the red and he's still playing Mazraoui. So that kind of bothers me a little bit. We could have put we could have put Diallo at wing back. He has missed a lot of games this season, but for whatever reason, we're still playing Mazraoui at right wing back. Especially as we are playing at right wing back. At right wing back, we can definitely play Diallo. He's done it already. What a move there by Maguire. Go bald one time. I probably will. I probably will. I'll definitely fully shave my head. Like not bald, but like military cut. So, Tottenham is resting their players for the final. I am aware of that because it might go to bite them in the butt though. You know why they're resting their players? Because Postecoglou has single-handedly destroyed a bunch of players. That is why there is no Madison. That is why there is no Kulusevski. They have had plenty of injuries during the season simply because they have been overworked due to the style. Today, SmackDown, Stratton versus Jackson's WWE Championship. Ooh, it's going to be a nice one. Green, Bliss, Mission in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Oh, triple threat. Jimmy Uso, Ray Phoenix, Solo Sikoa, and a Money Bank. Wow. Okay. SmackDown should be more fun today. It was a handball, but apparently they just didn't give it. Here we go. Diallo. Acres of space. Cook him. Ooh, cut back. Ah, Cucurella got the better of him there. Ball just went slightly away from Ahmad. Ooh, wins the ball back. Doggo. Oh, come on, Doggo. Oh, Doggo just gave the ball back straight past them. Mount wins the ball back. Okay, okay. Mazraoui wins the ball back from Cucurella with an aerial header. Diallo overdid it there. Overdid it with the passes. The Chelsea player kicks it to the restart the play. Terrified for Bruno, just sub him, man, at halftime. Well, if it's favorable for us, we might actually do that. Never know. Ref needs a dentist appointment. Bro, listen. The English have an unfortunate reputation for having bad teeth. Oh, not that I should talk about anybody's teeth in general, but what is that? What is up with Cole Palmer's shoes? I mean, his socks. That's weird. I heard Gyökeres will be leaving Sporting for Arsenal. So what I am aware of at the moment is Gyökeres is waiting to see if we are in Champions League. If we pay the same price, I think Gyökeres is coming to United. And Zubamendi. Yeah, the Zubamendi thing's really confusing, man. He didn't want to go to Liverpool. Madrid were interested in him at least 2 years ago, not last year, maybe 2 years ago. An extremely confusing one. Your thoughts on Frimpong to Liverpool? You know what's the funny thing? What's happening with Cucurella? Cucurella is going to get booked. Just watch. He went running to the sidelines for whatever reason. Maguire got one in the face. Eric George. Eric George definitely gets Maguire there. I don't know why everyone's upset about it. Ah, yes. The thoughts on Frimpong to Liverpool. If I'm being honest, because I don't understand it, and not because it's a good quality signing per se, but I don't necessarily I think he's more suited as a wing back. No? That's what everyone says at least. Oh, here we go. Mount wins the ball back. Is he getting very lazy there in the back line? Reece James, very lazy there. Very lazy there. All by Dogu. Game's getting a little rough already, man. 10, 11 minutes in. Game's already getting rough. What else? Yeah, I don't know, Biku. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but I feel he would actually have suited Amarim's system better. But this is going to be another hot take like Alvaro Fernandez. But I definitely think that Connor Bradley is a very good replacement. Yes, he is young, but I mean Trent Alexander-Arnold was young when he started playing for Liverpool. I also feel like Bradley is much more defensively. Well, it's not that difficult to be honest, but I think he's defensively better. Oh, look at Fernandes! Woo! Oh, they got lucky there. I don't know what's happening with the Chelsea players, but they're very lackadaisical today. They don't mind giving us the ball, which I appreciate. It's almost like they don't realize they are under pressure today to win this game. We are actually playing, I mean, surprisingly well, I have to say, like in terms of shape and stuff. And we are forcing Chelsea to keep making mistakes, which is great. True, like I wanted a defensive right back, but we got an attacking one. Means we'll go for Hato as Hoyson moved to Real Madrid. Hato is keep forgetting. Is a German league or is he a Dutch league player? Name sounds very familiar. At least defensive wise is better. Listen, man, how many more attackers do you all need, right? Plus, he's free. He's from the youth academy. You could have put the money elsewhere. But that, to be honest, 35 million pounds is not a lot of money either. So hopefully, it'll work. I don't think Frimpong is as. Oh my God! Here we go. They headed the ball to us. Why did Ahmad Diallo turn back? Should have stretched the team a little bit. Mazraoui switches. My God, Dogu has acres of space. It's almost like they know he's not going to cross well or something. Dutch league left back, right? Dutch league player, left back and centre back. Who's Dutch? Mm. Game could end in a draw. True. For the price, it was definitely a steal, man. Players with the buyback clauses are actually so good, beneficial to other teams, not the team they play for. Wimbledon more like a winger than right back. Do you think he's more like Kyle Walker? I'll be honest with you. Kyle Walker, there was the time, and Kyle Walker was a very complete fullback. But that time was unfortunately when he was at Spurs. As soon as he moved to City, he started crossing a lot less. A lot less. I remember when Kyle Walker's right wing partner used to be Aaron Lennon, and they used to bombard on the right hand side. Proper bombard. Kyle Walker became defensive for many of his years in City, to be very honest. And it's fine. Oh, goal! Yes! Maguire! Yo, boy! My God, again. Again. I don't even know why he was there. Look at them. Look at them. Already depressed. Already depressed, Chelsea. Last year, the FA Cup, this year, a league match is going to destroy their season. Oh, no. He's off. Oh, no. Oh, I'll be honest. He looks off. Oh, no. His shoulder looks offside to me. What a finish, though. Huh? What a finish with his foot. Opened his foot up. Beautiful. A lot struck again. Make him a center forward. I gotta say, it's really this season. Ooh, into the camera. Lovely. Ooh, Amaram thinks it might be offside. Who denied the glory here? It looks like his shoulders off, to be honest. Which is the hot young striker right now? Sesko, young Dutch striker. I forgot his name. Young Dutch striker. There is this one player that I'm very interested in. Wait, offside. No, Nirvan, you and Mohawk not together tonight? Yeah, because we do our own, we do our shoulder, right? Wow, great guess. Shoulders off. Yeah, Nirvan, because I do the United Watchalong mostly on my channel. Now we normally link up for discussion based videos. Of course, the Champions League semi final was. I mean, sorry, the Europa League semi final was already discussed that I will join. Uh, I believe we are still on for the final. I don't remember correctly, to be honest with you. I believe we are still on for the final as well. But yeah, you can find me here, man. We do WWE, we do UFC, we do. I mean, I guess we're gonna do some IPL matches now that the season's almost done there. So yeah. But thank you. Yes, thank you for your comments. Oh, young hot striker right now. Honestly, I would not even look at a hot striker. If I'm being I think young hot striker is quite liable. It's quite a liability. I think the Hoyland example is the best. Not that I am complaining. I'm very happy he's playing for our team. It might work, it might not work. He seems like a good kid. But if I'm being very honest with you, I think a striker, barring some kind of crazy miracle, I believe a striker should be quite seasoned if you're from a certain team, man. I don't think you should just buy a striker from any team. I don't think it's good for you. I think it can backfire. I think it can backfire a lot, actually. Shouldn't say it can backfire. I think it can backfire greatly. Hey, Shanks, good evening. Proper Barclay striker, as they say. Like Wood and Barnes. Yes, he plays in the Bundesliga. Yeah, Benjamin Sesko. No, I know who you're talking about. Arsenal were interested in him last season. His agent was in Highbury towards the end of the season. Kushal is, yeah? Ilya versus Tabor. Kushal, you can't just show up randomly, bro. But I will answer your questions. Ilya versus Ilya, sorry, not Ilya versus Taporia. Ilya versus Charles. Um, it's a great match. For people who don't know, I will always back Charles, even if he loses. I don't know. I love the guy, man. Something about him. Um, it's a great match, but I think it was missed opportunity, Koshal. To be quite honest with you, I think they should have definitely done Topuria and Makachev first. Islam Elia will win. I'll favor Islam, but if the power carries forward, I have to be honest, Koshal. If the power carries forward, Elia Topuria's striking is a lot crisper than Makachev. Makachev is definitely very well rounded for obvious reasons, but especially the punching power with the moves up to lightweight, Islam's going to have to take him down. Dude. He can't strike on the feet like he did with Dustin. I mean, actually, Dustin's a bad example. Dustin also has power, but he can't strike on his feet like he tried to do with Volkanovski. I mean, you're going to have to try and take him down. You're just going to have to. It's like Belal tried earlier, Kushal, last week. Belal tried to he was like, he's going to get these Canelo hands. I'm like, bro, Canelo hands. That's adorable, buddy. Really, I don't know if he even watched Canelo box before. I haven't either, and I know he doesn't have Canelo hands. So I would favor Islam, but I'll be honest, standing up would be quite the challenge. I mean, in the Volkanovski first match, Islam Makhachev got pretty roughed up with, with the hands. And you saw what Topuria did to Volk. So, feisty fight today, man. I like it. Yeah, it's a pointless game, but it's a pointless game for us. It's not a pointless. Ooh, Fernandez slips. Oh, sorry, Mount. That's not Fernandez. But yeah, good fight. I think Ilya does what he says. He does what he says, dude. But the thing is, Makachev has basically denied him. It's all Belal's fault. If Belal wins, I'm almost 100% sure the June 28th International Fight Week main event is Tupuria versus Islam. I'm almost 100% sure. But you know what? Forget that. What about 319? The Chechen werewolf is back. Was Hamzat Shemaev. Oh my God, versus Drekis. Bro, Drekis is the most awkward champion I've ever seen in UFC history. And it's going to be a great match. It's going to be a great match. Did watch the Raw did watch Raw the promo by Punk. I felt him. It's been what 2 years. He thought he'll be facing Gunther. See now he's facing Seth Rollins for 2 years. Not good. I thought by them extending the time and the hours, they would include more of the roster, but it doesn't. For whatever reason, they're not doing that. Like Raw is going over well over 3 hours now, and they still have not like extended the roster. In fact, they removed Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai is actually a good wrestler. Any of the women that make their bones in Japan by wrestling, they're good wrestlers. You see, Io Shirai is getting her flowers now. How long was she buried? How long was she buried after she got the call up? Bro, everything changed when that backstage video came of, Stone Cold giving her a not giving her a hug. That would be a little awkward. Japanese people seem very awkward about those things. But he came and shook her hand, and then he went on Ariel Helwani's show, which is an MMA hour show. And he says he doesn't watch a lot of wrestling these days, but he was very complimentary of Io Shirai. I think Lex Luger was very complimentary of Io Shirai as well, because he also did an interview the next day with Diamond Dallas Page on Ariel Helwani show. And just see the pop she gets now, dude. Like, you have to give people time. You have to give people time. Where I think the WWE does a little bit of disservice that the Premier League and the footballing leagues don't. The thing where they do a little disservice with their wrestlers, the same thing they did with those the Indian wrestlers in WWE before as well, is they don't push them to grasp English, speak English, practice English a lot. You have to know English, bro, to cut the promos. You got to. You have to. You have to. You can't avoid it. What a shot by Reece James. Great save there by I don't know if it's a save. There were so many people in the way, but it was a great shot. Unana had it covered. Let me just put it that way. It was a great attempt there. Oh, he didn't save it. It hit the post. Sorry. Onana definitely didn't save that one. Look how it hit, how it's hit. Oh, that could have been dangerous for us. Seems like Rodrigo will leave Madrid. Yeah, apparently. Thank you, Rajak. It was getting too hot for me now. Why does everyone hate Bilal? I don't get it. Okay, bro, you tell me something. We all know what Bilal is good at, right? And then 3 days before the fight happens, he's like, Jack's gonna get these Canelo hands. You watch. I'm like, and you know what's the sad part about that statement? You know what's the sad part about that statement, Kushal? He spends the majority of the fight actually trying to strike Jack Della Maddalena. That is the real sad part because it just didn't go in his favor. The idea was absolutely terrible, and he kept doing it. He just kept doing. He was relentless. He was insistent on doing it, and it just blew up in his face. He got complacent. He didn't think much of Jack Maddalena, and Jack Maddalena stumped him. He landed 2 takedowns in out of 9. He only attempted 9 takedowns. That's how confident he was with his striking, right? Canelo hands. He only landed 2 takedowns in the end. Oh, this fight's getting really fiery, man. Getting very aggressive here. Because he wants to play left wing and they already got Vinny and Mbappe for that. See, I was talking with Aditya about this only. I'm like, I don't get it. There are 3 left wingers in the team, and they are forced to one's forced to play striker, one's forced to play right wing. It's really tough. Draft will be the end of this month, true. Hamza, get trash talking, yeah. And Hamza's under some kind of goon that control his things. Can't really talk about these things here, Biku, unfortunately. But let's just say he had to move to Dubai, and it's better. Chelsea are rough, yeah. Funny enough, today they aren't. They are, aren't they? They're quite in the mood today. To Can Crystal Palace do it? Well, we'll have to tune in to find out tomorrow, dude. The stream's already set up. I hope so. Last time Glasgow was in a final, he won it. So I don't see why not. I mean, I'm hoping he can at least. Bar, yes, it did hit the bar. Thoughts on MI replacing Jax with West? Do you think we should have gone for an all round or no? Rajak, if I'm being very honest with you, I feel for the last couple of seasons, the overseas players, or rather our choosing of the overseas players, has quite affected our game. Now, that does not mean all of them, but I feel like we have definitely not chosen the best overseas players over the last year. Last year, we had the Karate Kid, which absolutely annoyed me to infinite levels. And then he takes wickets against us and he starts celebrating, which annoyed me even more, honestly. For people who don't know who I'm talking about Kurtzie, or however the hell you say his name. It's really irritating to watch him take wickets against us when he was absolutely crap for us last season, conceding 40 runs in 4 overs, if not more than that. It was just He was just incredibly unbearable. Ooh, that's a nasty foul. Appealing for handball. See it again. No, he wasn't even looking. That's crazy. You know what? Who knows what they're going to do here? They might just give it, knowing our luck. Oh, wow, they are going to check. Look how desperate these Chelsea players are, man. Who would think? Who would think we are? Who would think we are 16 today, showing up for this game? Who would think the way they're behaving right now? So I don't mind them replace. I feel like Will Jacks has not been effective as well, man. Like, now that does not mean he's a bad player or anything, but he's just not effective. And quite honestly, Rajak, I'm all for making changes. Make changes as soon as possible because what is the point? What is the point? It's better to make the change early than just pay these people who do nothing for the club. So I'm very okay for that. Okay with that. All rounder or no? I mean, it depends on who their domestic players are next season, Rajak. If they have some part-time spinners, I mean, it can't help. I mean, like JT, for example, they have two bowlers who they have basically made batsmen. I don't know if it's a strategy by picking him by Shubman Gill or it is something to do with Ashish Nehra because a lot of people on Twitter are blaming Ashish Nehra for it. So I don't really know why it's that way, but it is that way. They have Sai Sudarshan and they have obviously Rahul Tewatia. And if I'm not mistaken, Rahul Tewatia broke into the Indian team many moons ago because of a spin. I hope someone can correct me if I'm wrong about that because if I remember correctly, I think Rahul Tewatia, if he did play for India, played for India because he was a spinner. And I know he has rejigged his game. God bless him for that. But I mean, you have these options, and he keeps playing only five bowlers to the point where what is he? He's what 31 years old, right? Has he not played for India? I'm pretty sure he's played for India. Let me just check. Wait, he's not played for India. Oops, my bad. Oh, he has international career in Feb 21. He was named in the T20. Okay, he never played a game, but he was in the squad. Yeah, it's a little weird. A little weird because I remember him, and I remember even in the Indian Premier League, him being used for bowling, and for whatever reason, the Gujarat Titans or whoever is in charge just does not want him to do it. Hello, Kev. So, like, yeah, it would be in that sense, it would be nice to have a all rounder because we'll have more options. And I don't know if you guys know Sai Sudarshan literally bowled five balls the other day because Shan Sharma couldn't finish his over. Man got five balls. He didn't even get a full over. He got five balls to bowl, and he was just standing on the field the whole time pointlessly. Oh, Konsan and Nana are dancing, of course. Yeah. Aston Villa lead. You know what that means? This would explain why Chelsea are acting like mad people now. That's a foul, no? Interesting. India A scored. India A will face the England Lions. Hold on. Any new people gonna get a chance for once? Or what's gonna happen? India A squad announced for England to Abhimanyu Eswaran. I'm saying that correctly. Is named captain. God, I've never heard of him. This is going to be fun. This is at least more exciting. Let's see. India's A squad for the upcoming Red Ball Tour of England was announced on Friday, featuring a mix of test regulars and promising domestic performers. Sort of fishing sentence. Abhimanyu Iswaran will play two 4-day test matches against the England Lions, the first in Canterbury, second in Northampton. Jaswal Jurel Nitish Kumar Reddy, Ishan Kishan are among the notable inclusions, while Shubhan Gill and B. Sai Sudarshan will join for the second game. Gill is widely expected to take over India. No, I knew you'd do that to me. Why do you keep doing this, Aditya? I knew what you just did there. You never wanted me to read the whole test squad. Oh, no. Oh, I wish I didn't read any of it. Just read the squad anyway. Pradal Thakur, Manav Satar, Anush Kotian, Mukesh Kumar, Akashdeep, Harshit Rana, Anshul Kamboj, Khalil Ahmed, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Sarfaraz Khan, Tushar Deshpande, Harshdeep. My God, a lot of IPL players are in the squad. Huh? Nice, nice, nice. It's going to be quite an exciting chapter of Indian Test cricket heritage. Heritage. Call it that. Let's call it heritage. Why not? There are other more interesting names for it, but let's call it heritage. God, Hoyland's really getting into it today, dude. I think he's enjoying this game because everyone is trying to bash each other. Really enjoying himself today. You know what? We aren't that bad today, man. I can't lie. I'm actually slightly impressed. I thought we were just gonna just go forget about it. But I think we like ruining Chelsea's plans, so we are really into it today, the game. Nice long ball. I like Hoyland pulling everyone apart, though. That is good. As you can see, that works that way. Foul on Mount. Get lost, Enzo. Only other guys are Jadeja, Siraj, and Bumrah. And after them, Gill is the senior. It's a sensible decision. Sure. Let's go with that. Not too bad. Barely creating. You know what? Barely creating is really honestly going to be a problem no matter what. I mean, at least this season. But the way we are playing today, I can at least say, Talumba, like I told you earlier, I don't really care about the match. But I have to say, it's quite refreshing that we look like we are in for a fight today, which I like. And I think it started because Chelsea seemed to want to get a little rough. And we obviously have a final to play for, so it's really frustrating. So I think United has decided to join in the fight today. Okay, I didn't like the way Dogu literally was trying to hold Pedro Neto down, and he still fell himself. It was not great. राहुल को देना चाहिए टेस्ट कैप्टन का. I mean, you got to give it to Bumrah, dude. I don't understand what is this. We give batsman test captaincy, dude. I mean, Jasprit Bumrah is clearly the India's best player. Like, I don't know why we even have to pretend about this anymore. It is so very clear. It is so very clear that so Hoyland actually gets elbowed in the face, and for some reason Chelsea get the foul, which is interesting. Um, he's clearly the best player. Goalie is there, not wearing a Chelsea cap, of course. What an owner! What an owner! Could have worn a Chelsea cap, but he was like, nah, we'll wear some other cap instead. Shreyas would have been in squad. I would have said Shreyas, but Test cricket and his problem with bouncer, I don't think he'll be in squad. Chelsea are finding a final third too easy. They're making this game a bit of a rough one, though, man. I think Chelsea are going to be quite urgent now that they know Aston Villa are leaving. That's going to be fun. Nathan Bumrah has to manage, dude. Did you forget he couldn't play whole 5 matches in Australia? That's why fast bowlers aren't made captains in special teams. Yeah, but I mean, dude, you can't. When you say manage, like how do they choose which test he gets to play in? Right? Because at the end of the day, we want to win the test. Right? Like I understand if we are leading the test series and then they don't play him, but like from the onset, okay. So basically, Basically, he won't be playing every game, so they have to choose a captain. Then I guess it's fair that way. If they're not going to play him every game, I get it because it doesn't make sense having a captain that's not playing every game. But if he is playing every game and Shubman Gill is the captain, I'm very confused. Because there's clearly one world class player in the team, at least on a consistency basis. And it's not Shubman Gill. It might be in the future, but it's not at the moment. Yeah, Gill को India face बनना चाहते हैं. Yeah, but there is a time and place for it. He's still young. They don't have to do it right now. Yes, Ethan knows it, but doesn't want to. No, no, I knew he's going to be made the face, but I also believe in earning it. You know this whole thing about Tendulkar and Virat and well now Gill. The thing about Tendulkar being the face of Indian cricket was he never became the face of Indian cricket in 5. It took him forever. It took him forever to be the face. Like, he was very popular, but the face. Shubman Gill has played cricket what 5 years? Tell me something. Was Virat Kohli the face of Indian cricket in 5 years? He was not. He was not. This Shubman Gill push is fine. It's how quick the push is that is concerning. That is the issue. I'm telling Gil, Yashasvi, Jadeja, Nitish, and the Lord Shadul don't work in batting as well. I Sudarshan might be a very interesting move. I have to see how India does well pairs with the Lions. Very interesting move. I have a sad prediction. I feel like we are going to drop a little bit in test. Is Virat and Rohit gone? If we get destroyed and we lose badly, I want Gambhir sack. But Aditya, before I read that statement, I said what I said, right? Which is, I feel we are going to drop in test a little bit now. You can't deny the fact that our quality has gone down over the years. Overall quality. So in the early 2000s, what quality players we had gone down a little bit over the years. Yeah, it might go down for a bit. We might have to. It might take some time to get to the level we want now. Back again once Virat leaves, it just might something that we might have to just deal with. Please play Sasu Darshan, don't play Padikkal. They'll all get a go, dude. I think they'll all get a go simply because now there is a slot opened, and they are not just going to pick someone to be fixed there. Hopefully, I hope they don't give somebody 5 tests and go, yeah, that's a guy, dude. The whole point of these rare test slots opening up now is that we actually pick who suits us in the long term. No, just for a second, I was going to say we are playing really well from the back. Chip over, Nana sweeps. Either try to feed Madueke through by dinking the ball over the United defense. You think Virat and all 27 over 50 World Cup are just playing IPL because we don't play 50 over matches anymore? What do you mean we don't play 50 over matches anymore? Is that true? Can't say I remember because I don't really watch 50 over matches either. Dogu's limping, which is not great for us. Oh, he landed on it. Oh, jumped up and he landed. Wait, why is Reece James falling on the ground? Reece James jumped on Dogu. Oh, because Reece James landed awkwardly because his heel went on Dogu. Oh my God! Don't tell me. I think they could make it. Yeah. It's already halfway to 2025. We're already halfway there. They might mix in Ranji Trophy matches. Aditya. Stay fit. They're gonna have to do something. It will be really crazy if they don't play regular cricket and they make the World Cup team. I have to be honest. Unfortunately it'll expose BCCI a lot. She might be in trouble. She might be in trouble. So Reece James jumped. Is he landed on Dogu? The studs obviously landed on Dogu, but I think because he landed toes first, I think he got his leg. Right shot the very soon. The senior player left in the senior test squad is Ravindra Jadeja. Like I said, I think they're going to have a bit of a downswing now. That is saying, scoring game so far, no clue why Chelsea isn't up for this, given they're pushing for top four. But that, you know what I would say? I would say we are actually playing a little bit better. When you say it's a boring game, no, I get what you mean. But if I'm being honest with you, this we what 16th, and Chelsea are making it a physical game, and I think we are showing a little bit more fire because we don't want anybody to get injured before the final. So we are fighting a little bit more in the game. Now the chances creations have dried up since the first 15 minutes, I would say. But we are, I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's exciting game, but what I'm saying is we're showing fight. For the West Ham game, it looked like everyone was just there, on the beach. Today, at least, looking like they're willing to give it a bit more of a go. Made of glass, Reece. I mean, he landed awkwardly, to be fair. He did land awkwardly, and that could be the leg that has been injured multiple times. What's your thoughts on Hoyland? I'm fed up with him. Sat, I'll be honest with you. I oh 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 my god! Don't tell me Enzo Fernandez was onside. If Enzo Fernandez was onside, he did an absolute Raheem Sterling. He absolutely did a Raheem Sterling. Let's see that again. I'll get back to your answer, Sat. Give me a second. Is he on? Oh, he was not on. God, that would have been crazy. Could save that by Onana. And try to drop the kid Vaibhav Suryavanshi into the team. Now that would be a real Sachin Tendulkar region. If you know, you know. BCCI made it clear whatever they do in Ranji, they move past Rahane and Pujara. Well, bro, I have to be honest with you. I couldn't take watching Cheteshwar Pujara bat. I used to see like 30 runs in like 135 balls. I'm like, bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Are we trying to win the test match or are we just trying to get crease time? Because can you believe Cheteshwar Pujara actually went to the IPL? That's how out of touch the Indian people were back then, the owners and the cricket board and all. They actually deemed him capable of playing in the IPL, which is crazy. Goal Aston Villa, lovely. Goal was scored by Bubakar Kamara. He misses sitters as well, so no point of giving excuse. Doesn't get enough chance. But sad, yeah, this is what I would say. I wasn't actually going to say that. What I was actually going to say was, even if you take away the fact that he doesn't get chances, we we still need to feed our striker, which we don't do. So why does that matter? That matters is tomorrow you change him or whoever you want, and we still won't feed him, and that will be a problem, sir. Now, why am I saying that? 2 games ago, I think it was against Brentford. We played Chido Obi Martin, and now before you say he's a kid, it is true he is a kid, but that has nothing to do with the fact that again we have not created chances for another player, which again we did. And we keep doing that because no matter who the striker is, for whatever reason, we don't give him direct chance. I would want to know why we don't give our players direct. I would love to know, but we don't. That's a fact. Whatever the reasoning is, that's the reason, but we just don't give them enough chances. And we can change Hoyland. If that's what everyone is okay with, and that's what the board is okay with, and that's what Amarim is okay with, we can definitely change him. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh my God, we need Hoyland or we're going to not win. My problem then with that is Sat is that he goes somewhere else and scores goals, and then people will say he's not the United level. Now the problem with that particular sentence this season and last season, Sat, is he's actually going to a team that is better than us. So, for example, Juventus are interested in him. Juventus is currently a better team than us. If he cooks at Juventus, people will say the Italian league is different. That's why he did well. But maybe he just did well because the team suited his style. You know, this is the problem. You can say that Nathan, but Australia said it. We don't fear Kohli or anyone. We don't have any answer against Pujara. He can bat for 4 days. He was the modern day ball after Rahul Dravid. You dare compare Rahul Dravid to this guy, dude. Because Hoyland literally pushed out Levi, pulled out Levi Colwell's shirt. Hoyland's a bit of a crazy fan. Lukaku went to Inter score goals. None of us had any regrets. Yeah, Lukaku went to Inter scored goals. Then Chelsea bought him back and he didn't do well again. Now he's at Inter scoring goals. Um, and now he's at Napoli scoring goals, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. He went to Inter, scored some more goals, and Napoli bought him, scored some more goals. It's not about having any regrets, Sat. I'm not even saying we'd have any regrets. I'm just saying we often blame the player, but we don't blame if he suits our style or not, or the players that are going to give him, or the players that are going to give him the opportunities to score suit his style. So he might not end up regretting it at all, Sat. But like I said, what if we get another striker and it's the same story? That is the problem. Actually, they said Pujara can keep on batting. I also said Pujara was so important because when Kohli, Rahane, Jadeja punt, when they all used to attack and score from one side, Pujara was the one that didn't get out. After, I don't know, dude. I I I think Rahul Dravid is significantly better batsman than Cheteshwar Pujara. Because while he would sit there and plate 100 balls, he would also get 100 runs, 200 runs, whole the innings. I think his way of playing cricket was pragmatic, but still a lot better than Pujara. Dude. Like I don't know, man. Maybe my patient quotient has is completely diminished since I've watched the IPL and 50 overs cricket because I honestly would not have the bandwidth to watch a test match, dude. I don't know how Mudit goes and sits in the stadium and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go there for a couple of days and sit there." And he's like, "Oh, but the buffet is nice." I'm like, "Bro, just go out and eat food, man. Just go out and eat food. What are you sitting in the stadium and watching a game from 9 to 5 for? Go out, do something with your life, dude. Have fun. Better ways to spend a day, dude." We are switched to the Spurs game, by the way. I believe the Spurs game will end by the time the next half starts. So we'll just keep an eye on this. Looks like Tottenham are going for 22 losses, which is great for them. My thing about Pujara is was he won't change. He got so many blows onto his body, but kept on batting. Rasmus Van Persie, the best, Pratham, the best. Rasmus Van Persie, dude. No shots on target, barely create missed passes. Yeah, I would still argue that we were a lot worse at West Ham. Bloody absolute shite he is. Pratham, I can't disagree, unfortunately. I would have really liked it to work out personally. Seems like a good kid, um, good head on his shoulders. Maybe this was the right place, wrong time for him. You know, right place, wrong time. Oh wow, Aston Villa are fooling around with Spurs now. That's crazy. Oh wow, they're doing a giant rondo on them. Aston Villa in previous 20 home matches in all competitions haven't had a longer home unbeaten run since the 70s. Last 20 home matches in all competitions, 14 wins, 6 draws. Thank God we're playing them at Old Trafford. Visit Manchester United on Championship Sunday. Bro, what Championship Sunday? Dude? The championship's already decided. Championship Sunday. Shut up, man. Stupid. What a way to hype up a weekend that has already been decided ages ago. Nathan, search Pune Pizza and watch. Oh, what have they done this time? Oh, oh my God! That would have been the most brilliant mistake I've seen in my life by Kevin Danso. That would have been an epic Spurs mistake if that worked out. Oh, let's see what nonsense is happening in our country today. Pune Pizza. They're not saying anything. Pune Pizza News. Oh, come on. Ay. Oh, I saw this. It was the college students, right? Yeah, 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 yep. I saw this. The college students things outside Pune. Cross FIRs were lodged at Varje Malwadi police station. Oh, these names are interesting. Yeah, I saw the videos of this. It was sometimes people have lots of free time, Aditya. That's what it should teach you. Oh my God, they're bringing on Daniel Malin for what? They're already up 2-0. Look at the shamelessness by the Aston Villa team. I didn't realize it was outside a pizza outlet. I saw that video. Act anything? I'm not joined in for Serie A thoughts, but McTominay at the time of release was 1.1 million. I was like, yeah, boy, what a card. The DDG was I think 82K. Fine. If I know my luck, I'm gonna get a David, so I'm not really worried. I don't get it when people protest in some other country. If you do want to fight, go there and do it. It's weird. No, but you know what it is. You know what it is. It is a show of solidarity. You know, when there are but Aditya, I can push back and tell you there will be times when if this country is under an issue that we will protest here about it. For example, between when the India Pakistan thing happened, a lot of Indians, I don't know where they were in London, but they came with their flags and they came with protest banners, and then they had fights there with Pakistani people in England. It's a show of solidarity wherever you are. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it will help, but that's why they do it. And there are all these people who want a ball over the top. Marco Sensio. They do it. Then there's a lot of these people that like donate to Palestine through whatever food and stuff. They do that kind of stuff. This India Pakistan thing that happened recently, they were having issues outside of London city. What does it help? I honestly don't know. People are doing it. It's a thing, dude. I don't get it. It's a thing people do nowadays in general. But here's the funny thing, no, Aditya. Why do people have to touch them? How about that? One group of people were there peacefully protesting. Somebody saw it, somebody alerted whatever people to it, and then those people are coming and using force. Why does that have to happen? Why does that have to happen? Constitutionally speaking, Aditya, they're not doing anything wrong. They're just not doing anything wrong. So I don't know why they can't do it. You know, Ollie Watkins coming off. Just stop Ollie. No, I don't mind people protesting, but don't do that food court and all. Like what happened in Pakistan, they broke the food court and were abusing because the family just came. Yeah, see, I don't understand why people touch each other. First of all, whatever it is, I don't understand why people touch each other. I feel like those people should be thrown in jail because you're literally stopping their constitutional right. You don't have to agree with it. Even I, for me, it makes zero sense either. But you can't touch people for it. You shouldn't be allowed to. You just shouldn't be. Would I off for Richarlison? Why do they do it at a food court? Well, if I were to guess, Aditya, this might sound like a very obvious answer, but I feel they do it because that's where they know for sure there's always going to be a lot of people. Think about it, no? What is the what? No matter where you're where you're from, no matter what it is, the one thing everybody has in common is they like to eat. Before- It was the pollen. Oh yeah. Sorry about my nose is blocked. Pardon my bad manners. The phrase in football is overused. Look to play the forward pass. Sometimes playing a backward or sideways pass in that it might pave the way for better attack rather than. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Pratham. The question is how many backward passes do you do on average? That is why everybody loves the term progressive passes now, no Pratham. It's become quite a popular term among tacticos and pundits and anyone does the analysis or no sports news channel or presentation. A lot of people use that one, especially the progressive passes one. I agree with you, but there's something about showing. I mean, it shows intent, Pratham. That's what I would say. Looking like the forward pass always shows intent. On your heat maps, it'll show that you're aggressive. On the heat maps, it'll show that you're willing to be attacking or defensive for it. I agree with you. It's completely overused, but I also realize that if you keep there are plenty of teams that just keep on doing sideways passes and it's boring, and it lacks any kind of creativity in many ways. Did you watch Donald Trump handshake? No. Who did he shake hands with? Handshake. I'm gonna have to look this up on Twitter. There's no way I'm going to find it on Google typing Donald Trump handshake. You just show me a bunch of handshakes. Refreshing. McGinn, Captain McGinn off for Leon Bailey. What's happening? Donald Trump handshake. Whose hands did he shake though? Someone needs to tell me. Gonna do Menu SPC Dhruv. I was always gonna do Menu SPC. Has it come out? I don't know. Not come out today at least. Esther Gonzalez and Paulo Dybala has come out today. I am gonna do it because if we win, I'm gonna get a 90. I'm gonna get a what? 96 menu at the end of it. President Trump's handshake game remains the strongest in the world. Watch as he gives the Emir of Qatar the double pull-in. The double pull-in. I didn't even know they had names for handshakes. But that's hilarious. Pictures of him doing this weird angle handshake, which is hilarious. Trump starts off with the power move handshake and forcibly pulls him in. Okay, come on, guys. You do something else with your time. God, how bored are people, man? Fucking bored are people these days. The double pull in. That's hilarious. The hell is this? Understand Como intention to pay release clause of 30 million euros for Deportivo Gen Yeremai. This Fabregas wants Yeremai at Como since January and now talks continue on personal terms. Paying 30 million for a Serie B player. What's happening over here, man? I like to see that rule change one day, whether it's your feet that are only offside or whatever, as it doesn't work in your favor or forward, you're always trying to lean forward, so your shoulder's always going to be offside. The defender is going the other way. I'd like to see that rule change. Jamie Redknapp on Sky. Yeah, man, the uh, the shoulder rule is a weird one. Definitely, shoulder rule is a weird one. Someone has taken a video of Oilen pulling off Levi Colwell's shirt for the corner. It's hilarious. With Shara. Yeah, I did see that. What people looking for handshakes in Putin walks? Hey, LJ, it's been a while, buddy. How have you been? How's law? How's law going for you? Do you think Euro will be back for the finals? God, I hope so, Dhruv. I hope so because I mean it's very obvious to me that Tottenham have just given up on the league. Not that they had anything to play for to begin with, but they could have finished above us at least. Given up that even just based on the team that has been picked. I mean, Ange is either going to be a real big genius or come Thursday he's going to get started. That's how it's going to be. I'm good, LJ. How have you been? Nathan Enda have a chance. Yeah, they fumbled it, didn't they? Napoli. What was it? They lost and Inter drew, right? I ain't going that good to be honest. Hard to hear that. Are you in? You're in final year, third year? Is it degree or is it honors? Vacation, no? Nathan, today you have to become a Crystal Palace fan. The fact that you have to tell me that insults me, Aditya. There's no other fan I'd rather be today. I'm passed out. Oh, you passed out. Because last time we spoke, you were finishing second year, right? That's right. Been a while, actually. I just realized it's actually been a while. What do you mean it's not going well, to be honest, then good? Are you looking to join corporate? Are you doing civil? What's happening? Civil litigation. My best friend is a lawyer. I mean, I also. Law school. You guys know that already. Thank God I left. I would have killed somebody before I passed out. Um, it's tough, dude. It's tough. It's tough. And if you're not interested in it, it can be the longest job in the world. If you don't mind me giving you some advice, LJ. Not that I am any kind of legal expert. I will give you this advice that I would give anyone else that told me today if they wanted to become a lawyer. I would tell them three things. One is do this if you really want to do this, because there's nothing worse than a lawyer who has nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and they have to do this for the rest of their life, but they don't want to do it. There's nothing worse. Do trust me. I've gone to court. I've seen the look in their eyes. I've seen it. It's frightening. I've seen 35-year-old, 40-year-olds who just checked out. They just checked out. I have to be honest, like completely checked out. That is one reason. The second reason is if you can't handle civil litigation, Really, really, really recommend you to join corporate law. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's stressful, but nowhere near as stressful as this, LJ. That's what my friends who have joined corporate law told me. One of my friends worked at straight away joined corporate law. She got lucked out completely. She got a job in Pune. She moved to Pune. She found a husband there. Now they're married. She works in the Amazon legal department, which is way better than any legal job I can think of at the moment. You must really want to do it, LJ. How do you feel? Aston Villa win 2-0 at 96 minutes. I mean, I don't know if my game is behind or not. Oh, it is. It's a little behind. Never mind. Final whistle. Now we can go back. Corporate law so crammy now, bro. But trust me, dude. Hold on a minute. Excuse me. Oh, yo. Boy. I'm not. The rains are going to kill my allergies. Oh, this is what I'm gonna say, LJ. Whether you think corporate law is good or not, the one thing I have seen, maybe you know somebody in corporate law, maybe it's not your reality. But the people that I know that have joined corporate law, they have only come back. There's one person I know that joined corporate law and has come back. And he came back because he missed his family. He said the money was great. I didn't have so many working hours as I have today. So he's moved back to practice here, regular civil law. He works more hours and gets less paid than in the corporate firm. And he worked in a good one. I forgot what it was in Bombay. He got through because his dad knew someone. So he got in there base level because his dad knew someone. Obviously, he worked his way up later on. But he said, I've come back because I didn't want to stay away from my family. The man actually turned down more money and less work time to stay here with his family. Why am I telling you this? Because from my experience, corporate law allows you to have some kind of social life. Why does that matter? It might not matter today when you're in your early 20s, but it might matter a lot to you later on in life. Being a lawyer is a lonely business, but trust me, it can be a lonely business. The Chelsea United game, 50 minutes, 40 minutes to go. Aston Villa have secured their 3 points, and Chelsea do the same. So that is my thing, dude. I don't know if your friends in corporate law, I don't know if it's the same thing, but my friends, they definitely are. The only person that came back because he was in Bombay and his family was in Goa. We don't have a corporate law scene in Goa, so you kind of have to move to a city to do it. Um, Unless you work in, like, in a company's legal department. Those jobs aren't many here in Goa. So I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to figure it out. But I'll tell you this much, LJ. If you are thinking of doing something, do it when you're younger, my friend. I don't know what your reasons are for why you're not enjoying law right now, but don't be that lifer, dude, who's stuck and can't do something else. When you're young, you still have opportunities to do other things. Laid back by Ahmad. I don't know why Mason Mount just didn't hit it with his right foot. He hit it with his left foot. He opened it up with his left foot and it just went out. Big mistake there. Yeah, he should have definitely hit it with the right foot. You're gonna have to give me more details, LJ. Otherwise, I can't really give you any more advice. But I'm sorry to hear it, but it's tough. Law is tough. When you're doing the Sharia watch long, it'll be a How are you feeling about the final? I'm quite relaxed about the final, Dhruv. Not in an arrogant way, but quite honestly, it's just been a long, long season, dude. You know, Mount. Yeah. What is it? Italy. We can't finish, but that's us. Yeah. Also, it was the wrong kind of selection to hit. I don't know why he would open up his foot when the ball is coming into him. He had to hit it with his right foot. That's not confident enough. At the very least, the shot would have been on target. So, 6:30. Last day we could do the 6:30 watch along, Aditya. 6:30 watch along, and then I think the Premier League is 9 o'clock last game. Not that it matters. But when is it? 8:30. Yeah, we could do it, man. We could do it. It'll be tight, but we could do it. You have to figure it out now, though, LJ. I will give you that advice. You got to figure it out now while you're still young, but you have to figure out why it's not working out for you at the moment. Rasmus' downfall should be studied. He was way better than this last season. You know what's the funny thing, Dhruv? He almost has the same amount of goals as last season. How funny is that? Fernandez over the bar. Let's see what happened there. What was the mistake? Hmm. Why didn't he cross it? See, this is the problem, right? They're making runs in the box. Nobody is crossing it, dude. Sometimes I feel he's more apt for a two striker system. Well, that's where he came from, right? He used to play next to Luis Muriel, who was his strike partner at the time at Atalanta. 8 attempts, one shot on target by Chelsea. 3 attempts, zero shots on target by us. Wonderful. Oh, Casemiro tried to feed Bruno there. There we go. Come on. Come on, Diallo. Is it off for Rasmus? Rasmus tries to spin but loses. Even Denmark plays a two striker system. I mean, I believe they do, yeah. Or they play some version of two strikers, yeah. Could be playing off the ball, behind them, but yeah. Rasmus, another. He spun out. He tried to spin to create some space, but sounds like I'm making an excuse, but quite honestly, that's what it looked like to me. We seem to be winning the ball a lot right now. Uh, What's the score? It's nil-nil at the moment, Jabba. See, this is what we're talking about, Rasmus. Rasmus missing his dear friend Anthony. Oh, your ESPN FC is such a troll account. You know the ESPN FC YouTube channel is such a troll account, bro. It's such a troll account. Nicholas Jackson looking like Nelly a little bit. The tape on his nose. He's channeling his inner Nelly. Newcastle second. Come on, lads. Yeah. You know what? Think that's why you're going to finish, Jabba. If I'm being honest, you're going to finish second with the Carabao Cup. Denmark, Denmark. That's what we're looking at. Denmark. I wanted to see what was the last game like. Interesting point you brought up, Dhruv. They play a two-striker system. Denmark. Last game of they played the playoff finals, right, with Portugal. What was the lineup? No, they played with one striker. Hoyland was up front. Hmm. Interesting. But they played 4-2-3-1. That's the difference, I guess. They played the formation we played last year. Sonny Madueke with a cross that was blocked by Dogu. Dogu's had a good game today compared to the last couple. Got skinned a couple of times by Neto, but apart from that, games at least flown by a little faster today. 60th minute up. Come on. It'd be fantastic if we score. Saw you in Mohawk's team last night. Your points were pretty good. I mean, listen, the fan base is it's very shaky at the moment. Yeah. People can't make up their mind. When we get trophies, they go, league is our bread and butter. When we do good in the league, people say we need trophies. It's weird. Hope Sunderland come. I miss Davides. Didn't they qualified for the finals, right? Ahmad tweeted. Ahmad's obviously being a former Sunderland alumni. Think they'd give Ahmad a good shout next year when they show up. Let me see this. Let me have a look. Oh, what has Onana done now? What has Onana done now? That's the ball. What? Wait, what? No, he doesn't. He doesn't get there first. He doesn't touch the ball. Oh, what's happening, bro? Why, man? Why? Ah, so unbearably frustrating, man. Unbearable he is. Yeah. Might be a good sign that he's going to check. What is it? Sheffield United, Sunderland. From two angles, it looked like Onana got there first, but what difference does that make? He gets the ball first. It looked like that, but who knows now? We're going to find out. Bro, he's such a knucklehead. Seriously. We're just getting some momentum. We were just getting some momentum. No pen. Thank God. Steinway Derby, easy 6 points for us. Jabba. I have a question to ask you, Jabba. No spoilers, please. Clear dive. Uh, I have a question to ask you, Jabba. Do you feel that are you not a little bit frightened? Are you not a little bit frightened that you might actually lose some players because of how well Newcastle has done? Because when you say easy 6 points, I still think it would be easy 6 points, by the way. I'm not saying it won't be. But aren't you a little worried that you might have a weakened team? Some of your players will make moves, or rather, some of your players will be bought. No, no, boy, calm down, Columba. I won't go that far. Some people get team of the season in other leagues. Not playing for the Milan teams or Juventus. Still manages to join the team of the season. How funny is that? Oh, that what was that? That was really stupid. Who did that? Was Rawi. That looked rough. That looked like a rough tackle. It looked like a rough tackle there by Mazraoui. Oh, ooh, Levi Colville had some whiplash even. Look at how he lands. Oh, whiplash, whiplash on the landing. His head hit the grass. I mean, the grass isn't hard, obviously, but he definitely got some whiplash. All right. Thank God Chelsea does corners like a normal person, like a normal team, I should say. Cross comes in, cleared out by Slabby. Offside. Come on. Good offside trap. Lovely. 65 minutes. Man, I have to say that game is kind of flying by. Can't lie. Not just the deadweight, Wilson, Target, Longstaff. You really don't think nobody is going to come for your players? You don't think people are going to come for Gimaraish or Isak at least? I feel like people are going to go for Isak, dude. Jabba, I like your confidence, but I hope you're right. Because I've heard a lot of Isak talk as the season has been drawing to a close. I've heard a lot of people say Alexander Isak. So, man, I hope you're right. There you go, Fernandez. Dogu, my God, they just refuse to defend Dogu. Huh? And some people will say that is why. Dogu's been quite open on the left hand side today for a lot of the game. Oh, that's a good ball by Bruno to Hoyland. Oh, Lindelof's legs don't. Lindelof's not very flexible there. It's just talk. Isaac, Bruno, and Tonali are very happy and believe in the project and Eddie Howe. But I hope you're right. I hope you're right because I find it interesting that a lot of the good teams players are getting picked up here and there and everywhere. And I'm surprised nobody's going for Newcastle players. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. How long is their contracts? Tonali won't even Tonali might have another 3 years, won't he? At this point, the game has become a lullaby for nothing is happening at all. You know what, Vedang? Normally, I hear you. Today, it has other implications. So nothing's happening is actually the best form of vengeance. If you know, you know. Last year we sent them to the Conference League. This year we might send them to the Europa League. Well, to be fair, they might be in the Europa League anyway if they beat Betis. But if they don't beat Betis, this is how they'll end up in the Europa League. Because Aston Villa won their game earlier. And they'll be cursing us for another season. So I hear you, Vedang, but this particular game has a lot at stake. Funny enough. 4 years, 3 years, and 1 year. Oh, ooh, 1 year though. 2 years, 3 years, and 1 year. I would be worried about the player with a 1 year contract left. It's happening. Ahmad got a yellow card. Wonderful. Tonali is still 2028. That makes sense. Came only 2 years ago. Isaac is. Oh, Bruno. Bruno Guimaraes is going to be. Oh, Isaac is also till 2028. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, shocking. Of all the people to get a yellow card, I would not expect Ahmad to get one. Manuel Ugarte and Alex Ganacho coming on. 20 minutes. Let's see what happens. Tony Cruz has recommended sign Angelo Stiller to strengthen the midfield. Yeah, I heard this yesterday on Mohawk stream. A lot of people saying they were going for Stillers. He's in talks. So that's gonna. So if anybody wants Bruno Guimaraes, now would be the best time because he has 1 year left. You know what, Jabba? I would be a little bit worried, depending on who's interested in him. Just because, just because he'll end on a good note at Newcastle, he could go somewhere else. I'd be worried. 1 year on his contract, it would force Newcastle to not get too much money for him too, because I mean he can just stay there and go as a free agent. One of those ones, like other people have done in the past. That getting Bruno to sign his contract before people come searching for him would be a really good move. Dean Hoyson will sign a contract with Real Madrid 2030. Oh, there's a verbal agreement in place for a potential 6th year running until 2031. Hoyson has passed his medical in London. Loved if Mickey Mount had scored. It would have been nice. Everyone's just like Isaac. Yeah, that's a great point. Everyone only seems to be looking at Isaac. Oh, goal. Still buying Bruno G won't be cheap. That's why we're going for much cheaper option. Yeah, but bro, if he had 3 years on his contract, he'd go for 100. Kukureya scored. Again from across. Yes, so has scored. Great cross by Reece James there. Chelsea's own Fellaini scored. Was and United comparing against each other everywhere. You know what? We were actually playing better than last week. But the way they just scored this goal, what a fake, what a spin and cross by Reece James. Well, like Andre Onana, he's not even like he dived to his knees. It's just weird. It's just I don't know. It just can't be done. Just for whatever reason, it just can't be done with him. But Eddie will do wonders with new signings. Just deleted that this game will be a nil-nil draw. No, you don't need to delete it. No one gave us a chance anyway, to be honest. Like, we'll all complain about it now, but no one really thought we were going to get anything out of this game. The sad part is it was just towards the end of the game. That's what's sad. Today, you know, damaging Chelsea's hopes. Damaging Chelsea's hopes for Champions League football would have been like, excuse me, damaging Chelsea's hope for European football would be a little bit of a, a little bit of a icing on the horrible dessert or horrible cake that is the Premier League. It would have been a small little silver lining. But I mean, listen, we still have 20 minutes. It still could happen. But oh no. God, Madueke is terrible, man. Madueke is terrible. He had all the space and all the time. He had space and time for that shot. That is incredible. How is he this bad? How is he this bad? The first his first touch was oh my god, he was nowhere near it. Oh my god, that was horrible. I stream a Arsenal Newcastle match. I am Jabber. The links actually, believe it or not, the streams are already been set up. We're doing the FA Cup final tomorrow because that's the only game going on. And we're doing Arsenal Newcastle on Sunday. That's the big game. Newcastle beat Arsenal and like other teams around them start winning. Arsenal might finish fifth at this rate, which would be personally hilarious to me. But they've been second almost what 90% of the season. Can you imagine if they finish third or below? It would be crazy. Man City are currently sixth. Oh my god! If Man City lose tomorrow, that on Sunday, that would be. I mean, sorry, they're playing on Wednesday. They're not playing on Sunday. They're playing the FA Cup and then they're playing on Wednesday. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Man City by the time the game comes. Exciting time for Champions League race. That's true. I just don't like the fact that they call it Championship Sunday when Liverpool won the league 2 weeks ago. Really weird. Going to go literally, the Champions League race is literally going to go to the last game of the week. Absurd. Absurd. Literally, only the champions have sealed their spot in the Champions League spots. It could literally be any of the other teams. No other team has secured their spot. Crazy. Literally, four spots available for the end of the season. Bro, we have Ghana and Rasmussen out front. I bet my grandpapa has more more probability of scoring blitz curler. You know what? I love that, dude. Now watch us go. And it'll be absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Just watch us score now. You know, we were 4-0 down to Brentford and then we ended up winning losing 4-3, which was absolutely ridiculous. They're showing Sancho, obviously. Therefore, unable to play. That's hilarious. Like he plays a lot in general. Keep an eye on Amaram. Oh, scoop turn nutmeg. Scoop turn nutmeg by Pedro Neto. That's crazy. Scoop turn nutmeg by Pedro Neto on Patrick Dogu. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That was a what a move by Pedro Neto. You enjoy skill moves. You enjoyed that one today. Not much else going on in the match, to be honest. I'm especially excited for Xabi Alonso because he managed Real Madrid's under 14 in 2018, and those kids like Asensio, Kema, Ramon, Juan Martinez all played under him. So, are you trying to say we're finally going to see some La Fabrica people come out? If we win, I'm going to sleep. If I don't, it's a lullaby for me anyway. Xavi wants to take youngster as well for the Club World Cup. Finally, a manager that's making sense at Real Madrid. I don't know how many times you're going to spend 80 million on a player, dude. It's, it works, but it also cannot work. Quick free kick. Got all this space for Neto. Ahmad, come on, do something. Ahmad's looking. Dulled out as well today, man. That's a little worrying for me. That I would say is a little worrying for me. Look really dull today. That is more worrisome than the actual result, if I'm being honest. The scary thing is no goals came from Luke Shaw's side, but the goal came from Lindelof's side, and we might be playing Lindelof at right centre back on Wednesday. That's going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem unless we play Maz, then we play Ahmad at wing back. We're going to have to really figure out what to do here. Person and Alvaro Fernandez deals are also pushed by Xabi Alonso. It'll be really upsetting, man. I can't lie. To not even get a chance and then just play for Real Madrid in a span of 2 years later. It'll be really upsetting. Ooh, Ahmad! Oh no. Next year, the presentation of the PL and the CL will be hilarious as only Liverpool will be serious enough for CL finals. Oh, the representation. You know what played well FC? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, dude. In the first half, I was willing to say we played well to Aloma. In the second half, don't know. I don't know if I can say that as the second half is coming to a close. I don't know if I can say that. Hard luck that the shoulder, we would have been leading until 70 minutes. But that shoulder thing where we got offside. Terrible. You know what? You know why I would disagree with you, Vedang? You know, I was just thinking about that sentence while I was watching the match just now while you were saying it. You know what's so funny you're saying that, right? No one would have guessed that what was it? God, I forgot. No one expected Stadio Brest was to finish in the whatever the top 16. They finished in the top 10. They finished above PSG. PSG almost got knocked out. You know? If Aston Villa and Brest can finish in the top 16, why can't we? I'm being serious. I know that sounds crazy, Vedang. Right now, it sounds crazy to you, but think about that for a second. I think after 4 game weeks, Brest was second or third in the league, halfway through the group stage. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if we do really well again in the group stage. If he turns up great, and I know you want him, so I'll keep reminding you you could have. See the thing, but that's what I'm trying to say, right, Aditya? It won't bother me. Fernandez coming off. Fernandez coming off for sure. Main one, Aiden Heaven's coming on. Yeah, boy. Aiden Heaven. Our subs have been terrible, but I'm more than happy to see Aiden Heaven on the pitch. So I'm not going to complain. It won't bother me, Aditya. I'll tell you why. I've already explained why. The group stage, not group stage, the preseason friendly from 2 years ago. I didn't want Malasia. We got Malasia. Shaw and Malasia got injured. We still had Fernandez in the team. They still decided to loan him, and we bought on Regulon, who's the injury prone player's entire history. And then came to United and got injured too. Who is off? Fernandez and Shaw. Fernandez, Shaw off for Aiden Heaven and Menu. So we already did that, dude. We had three left backs. Two left backs got injured. We loaned our third one after the two left backs got injured, and we bought Regulon, who's been injury prone his whole career. His whole career, at least in England. And I think Alvaro Fernandez felt disrespected. He sent him one half. He sent him half a season to Alaves or wherever. They didn't play him much. In January, when we recalled him back to loan him again, and Benfica said, give us him with an option to buy." He didn't start off at Benfica on loan. We recalled him back in January. Then we loaned him with an obligation to buy. We sold him. That's weird. because he actually came back in January and we still didn't use him. So I I thought he was a good player. I like the look of him. He does well. It'll only piss off everyone that thought Ten Hag was right in sending him on loan at quote unquote, you know, Ten Hag didn't think he was good enough. That kind of thing. If you want to play that game, you want to play that game, back Ten Hag blindly, you suffer. What it is. ETH style and yeah, but Ruben Amorim could have called him back. Columbus. See, this is the thing. This is what you know. What Eric Ten Hag taught me the best. The best thing Eric Ten Hag taught me was I will never ever trust coaches blindly anymore. And people go, oh, it doesn't suit his system. He's not good enough. He's not level. I will never believe that anymore until I actually see it myself. Because I've seen many people disprove that theory. We didn't think Alanga was good enough. Most goals and assists out of all wingers since he left United that are currently playing for United. You know, Anthony is doing well. We thought he's not good enough. Maybe he just doesn't fit the system and the style we want to play with the players we have. So I will not blindly believe that anymore. Um, Amarim decided to spend more money on Bale than spending 15 million back on Alvaro Fernandez and bring him back. And now he's going to Real Madrid. Are you trying to tell me Patrick Dogu is currently better than Alvaro Fernandez? Only, what, 1.5 years older than Patrick Dogu? But he's been starting for Benfica for the last 18 months. Can anyone tell me that Patrick Dogu is factually better than Alvaro Fernandez at the moment? I don't think there's anyone who can tell me he's factually better than Alvaro Fernandez. Spend more money on Dogu. Available to buyout clause. What did we do? Had a look. Had a look at a player that currently played at the time for a 14th place team in Italy. That's what we did. That is what we did. I know, but not serious enough for finals or semis. Any team other than Liverpool, we may have a good run, but again, it won't give us anything if we play status today. Yeah. So I'll give you the only good news, Vedang. I don't know if that makes you feel better or not, but if we even get past the group stage, we will get 50 million for just passing the group stage in the Champions League. Why does that matter? It matters if we need money to do what we need to do. So it matters a lot, sadly. It's a very sad thing to say, but it matters a lot at the moment. We need all the money we can get at the moment. So even if we even if we only do a group stage run in the Champions League, we'll get so much money that will actually be worth it. Bro is here. Welcome back, bro. I don't think we're going for Cunha for 65 million when we could have gone for Frimpong for 35, 40 million, a proper midfield for duo for Guate. I still have 30, 40 million. At 10 million extra, we'd have to quality pay. Yeah, but bro, you know what? I'm going to toe the party line today. I have no interest in doing it, but I'm going to do it because people then call you negative. Maybe Amarim doesn't think these players fit their system. How do you like that? It's annoying, isn't it, when people say that stupid sentence? Maybe that they don't fit the system. He wants Matthews, so on and so forth are the excuses made. Maybe that's what it is. Apart from that, there were two options: Kirkes and Alvaro Fernandez. We actually believe we can get Alvaro Fernandez for you'd believe correctly, my friend, because Milos Kirkes is also being looked at by Liverpool in January. So if there's a bidding war, it's just going to be expensive for you guys. Sonny, he probably have it still. He still looks the nose, you know, as the good Lord says. The good Lord giveth, and the good Lord taketh away. Gave football talent, and he took away his ability to have a normal sized nose. Was here. Didn't make sense from money point of view, not project point of view. If we sack Amarim, where would we play Dogu? He won't play left back. That ain't his profile, and Fernandez was our academy lad. Bro, I've been saying it for almost 2 years now. I feel like I'm in the minority. Mostly people telling me Eric Ten Hag didn't want him, too inexperienced, never played in the Premier League, don't know if he's United's level. We picked whatever excuse we could to justify the poor choices we have made. And now we have spent money on a player that came from the 13th place in the Serie A, or someone who's currently second on goal difference in the Portuguese league. They are Sporting Lisbon are currently 3 goals ahead of Benfica. Yes, you heard that correctly. 3 goals ahead. They're currently leading by goal difference. 3 goals ahead. It's going down. It's literally going to go down to goal difference. Difference, in fact, was at 1.6. It's actually gone down by 3 already. That's going to be even more interesting as it continues. Another point, last time on Merck's team, I got in an argument with the guy saying we should have bought Qatar in, as they would have pumped money indigenously. But again, Qatar could be richer glazers. Everyone was Ineos was good, but you know what the situation we are now. What do you think about the Qatar angle? Vedang, honestly, I would be happy if the Qatar people came here because they promised to keep the stadium. They promised to reinvest into the area that is owned by the owners of Manchester United. All that area now that's going to be turned into apartments and stuff and shops and stuff without asking the government. So it would have been in their control. When the government is involved, that means the government gets a share. That means tomorrow, if you want it all, you have to pay the government back. And Qataris were going to reinvest in the refurbishment of the entire area, keep our stadium, and cancel our debt. They were going to do all three things. Ugarte came in like 15 minutes ago and he's already got a yellow. Man, that's one thing that worries me, dude. This side we have Ugarte, that side they have Romero. We have to target Romero on Wednesday. We have to target Romero no matter what on Wednesday, dude. No matter what. Maza and Dogu cooks. Yeah. They've not had defensively, they've not had a good game. Ugarte, don't go near him, bro. Come on, you already got a yellow. Just walk away, man. Stop it. Don't antagonize people. Yeah, don't need this 7 minutes extra time. Bringing on Malo Gusto. Karen, also, bro, you're going to laugh when you hear this. So maybe you know it, and maybe I'm the only one who found it strange. But apparently, Dogu can play left wing back and right winger. Apparently, he was played as right winger at some point as well in his career, and I'm like, okay, makes no sense to me. But okay, seems like Saka who started left back and then played right winger. Why are we getting a player like that? How does that benefit us? No idea. Zero clue. Is SCR using a season ticket or his Manchester ticket? Who knows, bro? Probably he's holding on to the season ticket because the Manchester ticket's free now. Owner's box, right? They get a box when you become an owner. It's in the contracts and all that weird stuff. I think I wouldn't mind the Qataris. If they do what they promised they were going to do, then I wouldn't mind. But man, can we make a solid case? Look, Bruno ain't getting younger, and you ask a 30-year-old to run up and down whole field where he can slide in that inside forward role with Amar. I agree. Wait, there's a continuous point to this. Let me just see where that is. The best left back last season, Nuno Mendes, hands down, he'll be expensive. And history with yeah, we were also interested in him, but apparently he used us to get a better contract. Smart move, can't lie. Smart move. Um, and we are thinking to play Ahmad at right wing back. He would be fucked with his injury record as right wing back. Has two solid inside forward as Ahmad and Bruno. If we don't sell Ghana, then Ghana and Zaf. Uh, yeah, man, I agree. I feel like we should get. Feel like we should get some sixes. Feel like we should get some sixes because I feel like we should push Bruno further up, man. Especially, I don't want to play Ahmad. I don't want to play Ahmad at right wing back right now. Depending on the players we get, I would prefer that. Let's see what happened. What happened? Aiden Heaven skinned Cole Palmer. Oh, Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven, please don't do that if you're playing on Wednesday. Oh my god. Tomorrow, dude. Palace City. Tomorrow. 9 o'clock. One shot on target, my word. Just gonna sleep now. The salon is finally towards its end. Good night, Vedant. Thank you for joining. Take care. Have a good weekend. At least I got the EPL prediction right of Liverpool winning. So the last match you won in PL convincingly. I don't think it was against Man. I don't know. I think it was against Man City. I think you're right. Convincingly? I think you're right. You didn't have a complete head loss there. Complete head loss. Good night, Vedant. Take care. What are these people fighting about, man? Come on, just get this over with. There's 3 minutes left in this game. Why are they dragging it out so much? See you guys tomorrow for the Palace City final at 9. Dragging out this match. So they are going to say we'll take the 40 million because if we'll have to spend 50 million. If we are selling him, it's a 40 million or whatever, something. Got a yellow card. Hilarious. Mike's gone. Is it still gone? UK fans have no guts. Riot, you bums. Because what the fuck is this? Check. Mike's okay or not. Is it okay now? Should be okay now. A little bit of a thing now. Yeah. I hope we get in the Stiller race soon. I don't want him to fucking end up at Liverpool. They would have an elite midfield, and we always lack that Stiller type of profile, someone who brings calmness to the midfield. The problem with that, bro, is that we are not even in talks with Stiller. In fact, I mean, listen, I don't read anything related to transfers after the season ends anyway, because to me it makes no sense. Everyone tries to link up with us to try and get their players a better deal or a better team or whatever. It's very complicated. So I don't bother. But um, if I'm being honest with you, I've not heard us going for Stella. I've heard us going for Mbeumo, Cunha, Gyökeres, Delap. What else? What are the other names? Those are the main four ones, really, to be honest. Main four ones that I can think of. I mean, they've said Osman, but I don't really believe that, to be honest. We're talking about Nuno Mendes and we got Dogu. So Nuno Mendes has signed a new deal, so we can't count that anymore. I can't even think of who we were looking for, to be honest. There'll be no riots. They're too scared to lose their season tickets, and rightly so. I mean, if you. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I thought Dogu just gave them a penalty. It's over, isn't it? 97 minutes. We're trying to pass out on the back when we have no time left. Wonderful. Still trying to pass up on the ball. Okay. United's a problem. Onana flopped, Hoyland flopped, Maguire plays good for England. See Anthony, club lost its credibility and become bizarre. And I'm not sure about that. Who? Some guy got tackled. That was crazy. Some guy got tackled. The game over? The game's not over. I thought the game's over. What is Cucurella complaining about? They're winning, bro. What's wrong with these people, man? Wrong with them? Actually winning right now and they're complaining. Dibu Martinez was emotional. Where is he going? Was he? Maybe that win solidifies them guaranteed a European spot. Who knows? Dude? Maybe it was the last home game. I don't know. Oh, it is the last home game. I think he's going somewhere. Would he be going to United? And we hope. Some good news. To be honest, for players like Kuna, there's always a fucking doubt whether they would perform in big teams because these small teams like Wolves give full freedom to one player performing them. That is how. That is how Grealish totally got dulled by City, right? He had one good season, then he's become totally dull now. You get the same freedom at United. Dancing around. It's really annoying, but we're just not in the position for any of this. So it doesn't matter really. We're not in the space and bandwidth to do anything about this. We have to just deal with it. Is Emiliano Martinez leaving? Interesting. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Thierry as emerges as Emi Martinez left in tears after Aston Villa 2-0 Spurs. Appearing to try and drink in every moment of the Villa Park atmosphere, to me, it looked like he was saying his farewell. Interesting. Amelia, to me, it looked like he was saying his farewell. Okay. According to recent reports, Villa are ready to sell Martinez with the Argentine goalkeeper linked with a move to the Saudi Pro League. Oh, come on, man. Ah, really? Al Nasser. Villa holds a strong relationship following John Duran's 64 million move. Espanyol Joan Garcia appears to be the club's number one choice to replace Martinez, but they face stiff competition from Arsenal. Oh, they're already trying to get rid of Raya. That's the fourth goalkeeper they changed, dude. You had Leno, you had Ramsdale, you had Raya, and now he's getting Joan Garcia. Spaniard has a 21 million release clause in his contract. You're having a laugh, which the La Liga outfit are reportedly prepared to negotiate. You're trying to tell me we can't get Joan Garcia for 21 million? We're saying everyone's saying we need a new goalkeeper, and we can't buy him for 21 million. They're gonna negotiate it further down, and we can't even go for Joan Garcia. This is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Can't stand why fans can't call out these players for performing shite every week in the PL. Only Europa matters. I've seen our fans backing such lackluster performances. Bro, I'll be very honest with you. Mourinho did something similar and when we won the Europa League. He was playing all kinds of people we have never seen ever again play for United towards the end of that season when we were focusing completely on Europa League. I suppose the difference is we finished sixth or whatever, not 16th, but yeah. Still think United are better than Spurs. We'll find out, aren't we? But I think the finals anyone's game on the day. I agree. We can't be the one club who hasn't won shite since March. It's a disgrace. You know these players can perform, but they don't want to. They don't have that kind of motivation in the PL. True. Guys, rest. Enjoy the weekend. We're shite. I really want Amaram to work out. It seems it won't. Who's goalkeeper? If the Espanol guy is Lunin, if Lunin leaves, we want him. Yeah, it's the Espanol guy. 21 million release clause. Apparently, Arsenal and Aston Villa are looking for it, and they're going to apparently prepare to negotiate, which basically means that they could get him for less than 21 million pounds. 21 million pounds is like 27 million euros. I know you guys do euros, so that's easier for you all to remember. So basically, sub 30 million euros, you could get him. That's bro, and they're saying we don't have money to get a new goalkeeper. It's going to be a long transfer window. Let's be honest, for us at least. But anyway, guys, I'm off tomorrow. FA Cup final watch along. We will be there. I shall take your leave now. You'll have a lovely day. You'll have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, see you tomorrow. I mean, today, Nathan, Crystal Palace fan. Good night. Up the Eagles, baby. Let's go. Joan Garcia is a good shot stopper. Like, goalkeeper, like, have him on the board. He does things the fucking goalie should do. Oh, yeah. We had one of those goalies, bro, but we got rid of him because we got complacent because that's what United fans do. Even when we shit, we think we're better than certain things, which is really sad. But hopefully, lessons learned so that we don't make the same mistake as fans in the future. Calling for people's heads is a very interesting thing, and it really can backfire when it doesn't work out. But yeah, thank you for joining, bro. It's been a while. I'll see you tomorrow if you're free. Take care, guys. Thank you for joining. Good night and have a good weekend. Only one game tomorrow. Plenty of time to do something else with your day. Take care, guys. Good night. Yeah, I got slaughtered left and right. LOL. I know, bro. It's you know what it is, bro. You weren't a subscriber when I said this, but I'll say it once to you before you go. Are you ready? We don't know what we have until it's gone. That's all I can say about that. I hope before your next team Fernandez transfer happens, get lost, Aditya. Go do something else now. You bothered me enough for the 2 hours. Take care, guys. Good night.